Before we begin, I'll say that I only rank villains from the shows rather than the movies. If this video gets enough views, I'll make a sequel covering the movies. But without further ado, let's begin. So at number 10, we have Raditz. For being the literal brother of Goku, he sure dies quickly. He has an okay design, like it's not bad or anything, but I expect it to be more iconic. Raditz has no unique or notable powers whatsoever. The biggest deal breaker for me, though, is the fact that he lets Gohan headbutt him. Gohan is like 4 years old, and Raditz gets hurt by a literal child. Also, look at that forehead. He makes Vegeta look like he has a normal hairline. At number 9, we have Majin Buu. Majin Buu has no character whatsoever. He literally just laughs or makes weird noises, and it pisses me off. The only time he talks is when he transforms into Super Buu, and even then, he says like generic villain lines and talks about how he wants to fight a lot. Boo has a hard on for fighting, and there's nothing wrong with that. Literally, Goku has a hard on for fighting, but Boo is so destructive and stupid that he never really scares me in the show. Sure, he destroys Earth, but knowing the Dragon Balls exist, there's nothing I truly need to worry about. And Kid Boo is just a small little runt. How is he supposed to scare me? Well, Nostalgia Kid, he's subverting your expectations. Yeah, that's lame, and so is his death. Goku uses a spirit bomb powered by billions of people to destroy him. Vegeta just sits in the corner and, I don't know, patiently waits. I personally wanted to see Vegeta win because it would have been more satisfying to see Vegeta and Goku risk their humanity for the greater good. Boo would have been more scary if he never said anything. Making him overly stupid makes things more annoying to me. At number 8, we have Bobbity. Before Boo, we had Bobbity. Bobbity is lame as hell. He has the worst design, and he's basically this shriveled old man who wants to take over the world. This guy doesn't even deserve a long explanation. Let's move on. At number 7, we have the androids. Yeah, these are two people, but I really don't care. Android 17 and 18 are actually pretty scary in the Future Trunks TV special. I say this because in the TV special, they look pretty uncanny, and the voice actors do a good job with the robotic voice. However, in the actual TV show, they're pretty boring. In the show, they don't look scary, and the robotic voices just come off as boring to me. Dare I say, they only gain aura in the movie. But the androids are fine, I guess. At number 6, we have Deborah. He has a pretty bad design and doesn't look intimidating at all. His sister, however, god damn. Deborah would have been at the top of this list at number 10, but he gets this spot because his sister is hot. Deborah looks like Satan, although it's probably the worst Satan design out there. They could have easily made Deborah look demonic and dark, but they probably overlooked him because Boo is the star of the show. Still, though, this guy's just plain boring. At number 5, we have Dr. Giro. Talk about forgettable. This guy would have been also at the bottom of the barrel if he wasn't so significant. For such a game changing character, they do Dr. Giro dirty. His design is, of course, lame, and so are his powers. He gets killed off quickly, too. This guy sucks. At number 4, we have the Ginyu Force. They aren't bad at all. They actually have good teamwork, and some of their members are pretty overpowered. However, they aren't scary in the least. They strike these rainbow poses, and they don't demean the Z Fighters like some of my favorite villains do. They are perfectly fine because they are a team, and they are the only villains that seemingly care about one another. I also like how smart Ginyu is, and I think it's interesting that Ginyu's body isn't his original body, which means his teammates likely have to look at a different person every time Ginyu wants to inhabit someone else. Anyway, let's move on. At number 3, we have Perfect Cell. Everything about this guy is, dare I say, perfect. He is intimidating, he's cocky, and he's smart. The only thing keeping Cell down is his backstory. He's made up of cells from all the Z fighters that were collected by nanobots. You heard me right, nanobots. This is incredibly stupid to me. Cell doesn't earn his strength, and he has every Z fighter's moveset from birth. I really hate this because Dragon Ball up to the Android Saga has had villains who earn their strength, like Frieza, Nappa, and Vegeta. It's very disrespectful to people like Vegeta that Cell is just a guy with no training whatsoever, and he's just ultimately the most powerful being in the universe. But hey, his character makes up for it, so I'll let it slide. At number 2, we have Frieza. This guy is an overconfident midget. He owns a galactic empire that enslaves aliens to pay the rent. He cares very little for his henchmen, and everyone fears him. On top of that, he's the first villain with transformations, and he's very intimidating. I also like his voice, it's very upper class and refined, making him seem more like a smug nerd. Frieza's great, guys.
Tell me, is it slavery when you get what you want?
Of course, at number one, we have Majin Vegeta, and he definitely deserves it. He's scary, he has a cool design, and he's completely justified in all his actions. I say this because ever since the Cell Saga, he's been mocked by Goku. He hasn't been able to fight Goku, and even worse, Goku is hiding his full potential from him. To me, it's perfectly reasonable for Vegeta to sell his soul so he can have the freedom to fight Goku. And in the end, it doesn't even matter because Vegeta isn't even evil. He sacrifices his life to stop Majin Buu. But yeah, guys, that's my top 10 list. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys later. Be good people. Peace.